Is Space Marine 2 worth your money? Let's talk about it. I'm Flame TP, and this is my video review of Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Space Marine 2 is a bloody game. If that's not your cup of tea, then you should probably look elsewhere. But for those of you willing to jump into the darkness of the Warhammer 40k universe, then I think this is a great way to start. The story is simple. Everyone is at war, and you're the best of the best. You're a Space Marine. It's easy to follow along with, and very intriguing at that. The Warhammer 40k universe is super detailed and filled with life. The game also has audio files that you can find to give you a bit more detail if you're interested, or if you're just a collector. Not only that, but the sound of the game is great. From the stomps of your power armor, to the fighting of soldiers around you, the world feels so detailed and alive with the sound of the game that I was totally impressed. The graphics are also amazing. From seeing all the swords of Tyranids either trying to charge at you or at the cities in the distance, it's super detailed. And I have to say, for the performance of the game, I didn't run into many problems. It played really well all the way through. I did have one issue where the game did crash on me, and I hit an infinite loading screen, which was weird. But the biggest thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to Space Marine 2 is the gameplay. And boy, is it fun.
I've sustained heavy damage.
It's super satisfying swinging your sword around, killing swarms of enemies, finishing off some enemies with an execution, or just running and gunning. This game has it all. I loved playing this game. When it comes to the fun factor, I think this game not only has it, but it nails it. The fact that the game also allows for 3-player co-op campaign or separate co-op missions is also really cool. The co-op missions are known as operations, and they work a little differently than the campaign does. The way operations work is that it allows players to load into a mission with one of 6 classes: Tactical, Assault, Vanguard, Bulwark, Sniper, and Heavy. Each class has special abilities that they're able to use as well. For example, the Assault class allows you to jetpack around or hover into the air, while the Sniper class allows you to turn invisible. After you finish a mission, you're able to level yourself up, making yourself much stronger for future missions. I think this is great. It makes the game replayable, and replayable in a co-op manner. The game also has loads of skins to unlock along the way. Also, the game ships with a PvP mode, not just the co-op or campaign. The PvP mode comes with 3 different game modes: Annihilation, Seize Ground, and Capture and Control. Annihilation being first team to 50 kills. Seize Ground being a King of the Hill type game mode where you have to control spots on the map in order to win and gain points. And Capture and Control being like Domination, where 3 spots on the map are marked, and the team holding the most spots for the longest period of time win. To be honest, I didn't find the multiplayer as great as I had hoped. I do think the multiplayer is good, but you can tell that it's definitely not the focus of this game. It felt fun to play around with, but that was about it. Overall, the gameplay of this game is top tier. It's one of the best experiences I've had probably this year. Now, when it comes to should you buy it, I think that depends on what you're looking for out of this game. If you're a Warhammer 40k fan, then I think the answer is a little obvious here. I think you should. I think you'll probably enjoy it, and you'll find a lot of fun with this game. If you're a fan of co-op styled games, I also highly recommend it, as it's a very fun co-op game. And for single-player gamers, I think the campaign was phenomenal. The story was really good, and I enjoyed my playthrough all the way through. And lastly, for PvP players, I would probably advise to pass on this, as the online is fun, but certainly not competitive. With all that being said, let's get into the score of the game. Let's go over all the details. Let's start with the graphics. Details of the world is great, and the character designs are fantastic. Now with the story. Easy to follow along with, and an amazing universe. Now over to gameplay. Co-op is very replayable, and the gameplay loop is great. However, PvP seems like a side thought. Now to the performance. A few crashes and a couple infinite loading screens. And lastly, the sound. The game sounds immersive, and the music is fantastic. Overall, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 gets a 4 out of 5.
Thank you so much for watching my review. Leave a comment down below if you're interested in Space Marine, or if you're just a big fan of the Warhammer 40k universe. Don't forget to leave a like, and make sure to subscribe if you like this content and want more like it in the future. Thanks again, this has been Flame TP, and I'll see you all next time.